So I have not played Ni no Kuni.
I had it back for the. Oh, what did I
Wasn't that a
download it on?
PS2 game?
No, PS3, and then it did come to the PS4.
Oh, that's interesting. It's like a, isn't that kind of like a hack and slash, or am I confusing that with
No,
something
it's an
else?
RPG.
Ni no Kuni.
It's the one that Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh, right. Okay. For whatever reason, I kept getting it fused with Okami.
Yeah, no, this is the one that's basically interactive Ghibli.
That's cool as shit, actually.
Yeah, I find myself like if I start playing this one, I need to really watch how long I play because I will lose hours to it.
God, I'm looking at pictures of it. It just looks so nice.
It is. Like when you're a massive Disney and Ghibli fan, like it's perfect.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, for whatever reason, I kept getting Ni no Kuni confused with Okami. Another game which I have not played.
I haven't played Okami either. That's the one with the wolf, right?
Yeah, you're like a doggo.
Yeah. I haven't played that one, but I've heard it's supposed to be really good.
So you wanted to cover the Nintendo Direct since as of this recording, it was just a few days ago.
Right. Don't know when this one will actually come out, so it may be a little bit past, but
It'll be October 2nd when this episode goes up. So it'd be like a week.
okay, so not too far behind.
Yeah. Also, before we jump into the Nintendo Direct talk, I wanted to say this may be the last recording session where I'm on a shit schedule. Hey.
Yeah, it'll make things a lot easier.
Yeah, so far as I've heard, October 4th, we're going back to having 2 shifts, and I'm getting put back on night shift, baby. Which means I get to live that sweet, sweet vampire life.
It's what I do.
Alright, so looking at the rundown, it looks like we got that. Have you played any Monster Hunter games?
I played a little bit of the most recent one for the PS4.
That's World, right?
Yeah, I played a little bit of that one. They're not my kind of game.
I tried to play a little bit of World, I think, on my laptop, but it didn't run that well, so I uninstalled it, and I haven't reinstalled it on the new computer. So
I mean, I can get where people like them and everything. They're just not for me.
that's fair. Um, so yeah, they announced Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which I think is the DLC or a brand new game. Oh yeah, it's an expansion. Okay, that makes sense. The next like big one, I'm just gonna go through like the stuff on this list that's bolded.
Gotcha.
So a Chocobo GP looks really fun.
Yeah, that's basically Final Fantasy Mario
Mario,
Kart,
yeah,
right?
yep.
I mean, there's enough cute, adorable creatures in it
Listen,
to account for it. So,
as long as I can play as a Moogle.
right.
If I can't play as a Moogle, then that's a missed opportunity.
I could see them actually using the Moogles as like the
Oh
Kiddo.
yeah, yeah. Good point. I saw a screenshot somewhere. I think it was on Twitter of Vivi in a little cart.
Well,
But
it's already is sold for me then.
yeah, it looked adorable.
Vivi Gang represent.
Then there's Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Yeah, I'm a bit hyped for that one because I'm a massive Kirby fan, and I would love to see him actually get like the Odyssey treatment,
Yeah,
which is what this one looks like.
a full 3D Kirby game. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never been 3D, has he?
Uh, I guess technically the N64 one would be 3D, but it was still a side scroller.
So, oh, 2.5D then.
Yeah.
I've never liked that term 2.5D. I get it, but like, to me,
Yeah.
that's still 3D. But whatever. Animal Crossing New Horizons content update. They're bringing in my boy Brewster.
I have not touched Animal Crossing since I've been back to work when I was off those 2 months and I played it. I am terrified to go back to my game and how my villagers are going to yell at me.
Well, from my experience, the New Horizons villagers don't like yell at you. They're just like, "Well, where the fuck have you been, dude? We missed you."
Life happens.
Yeah, I actually just played it yesterday for a little bit to clean up my island because it was covered in weeds. My house was full of cockroaches, and I guess the last time I played it before yesterday was May. So I also pick it up every couple of months to do catch some fish, catch some bugs, do some island management. I want to redo my island, but that's going to take some time. Looks like next there's Mario Golf Super Rush second free content update. I have not played Mario Golf Super Rush.
I haven't played any of the Mario Golfs. Mario Tennis, I played the Game Boy Advance.
I don't think I've ever played a Mario sports game. I might have played one of the Mario Tennis games on like the Wii 10 plus years ago, but I don't know.
And let me amend that. Not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color.
Woo! Jace, you ever just sit back and think, God, I'm old?
Yeah. Every goddamn day when my knees twinge.
Felt. Looks like Dying Light 2 Stay Human is getting a cloud release on the Switch. I haven't played Dying Light. I'm not super into zombie games, unless it's like
I've
Left 4
played
Dead.
I've played the first one.
Was it
I
good?
haven't beat it. It it's a good game. I just cannot stay interested in it, and I don't know why. I think part of it is I have a visceral hatred for any kind of durability system
Mood.
because like it just
It's
I mean,
annoying.
in the context of the game it does make sense.
Right.
And I think that's why I gave it more of a chance than I do most games with a durability system because it actually justifies it. But I don't know, I can't stay interested in it.
That's fair.
That being that being said, the project they're working on that's kind of a sword and sorcery version of it, I have been keeping an eye on
Ooh, what's that
because
called?
I don't remember what it's called, but if you actually played Dying Light, one of their more recent content updates was a whole little like in-game demo since they were planning on doing more for it during 2020, but then COVID. So they kind of put some of the shit they had out as like bonus content for Dying Light as a hey, keep an eye out for when we actually finish this.
Huh. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I'm super just not into zombie apocalypse shit.
It's got played out.
Yeah.
It was every there for a while,
The early
everywhere.
2010s was just zombie apocalypse shit.
I'd argue like from the late '90s through to that zombie go to. You'd get a year or two here and there that like decided vampires, but zombies were pretty much everything.
Yeah. So after Dying Light 2 and 1, looks like they showed off a little bit more of a triangle strategy, I think. I didn't actually watch the direct. I watched the last like 20 minutes of it probably.
I've been keeping an eye on that just through my Switch news.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the Octopath Traveler engine with like tactics gameplay, and
Yeah,
I'm
from what I understand, it's a different. It's like a completely different like world and story. Maybe
yeah, instead of being a traditional turn based, this is like Final Fantasy Tactics, and
I can fuck with that.
yeah, I'm intrigued.
I still need to beat Octopath Traveler.
Again, one I started and just couldn't finish.
After Triangle Strategy, they got Metroid Dread.
So I didn't catch all of the direct either. Was it anything new?
No, I think they just showed off some more gameplay footage.
Gotcha.
But as far as Metroid goes, I've played the original on NES and Super Metroid a couple of times. I can't get into them, and it's weird because I like a lot of Metroidvania style games, but I just can't really get into Metroid.
It probably has a lot to do with those were the originals, and a lot of what you played has improved upon
Yeah,
that.
and yeah, they've got the formula like refined.
Exactly. And going from the refined formula back to the original can be jarring.
All right, so next, this is what I'm super hyped for. The Switch Online expansion giving us N64 and Sega Genesis games.
Yeah, and I get people are gonna yell, it's just emulators." Fuck you. Some of us don't want to have to deal with all the other emulator bullshit.
Yeah, it can be a little annoying trying to get emulators up and running. But
So, like, I'll be getting that as soon as that shit
same.
hits. Like, I already have Switch Online, so I can play my old NES and Super NES shit. And the thing is, they've already said those selections are going to be expanded, so that's not all the games that are going to be in there.
Yeah, at launch, we got Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Yoshi's Story, Sin and Punishment, Ocarina of Time, Win Back, Mario Tennis, and Dr. Mario 64.
And then they've already confirmed a few more that'll be joining later.
Yep, Majora's Mask, F Zero X, Mario Golf, the original Pokemon Snap, Kirby 64, Paper Mario, and Banjo Kazooie.
I may have to finally actually play Majora's Mask.
I may have to actually finally play Banjo Kazooie.
It's a fun little game.
I didn't grow up with an N64, so there's a lot of games I missed out on.
And see, if the NES and Super NES selections are anything to go by, we are going to end up with some somewhat obscure titles in there.
Oh yeah. You
And
know
that's the part that's got me excited.
you know what I opened, and I think it's the NES on the Switch. What I opened, it had to have been several months ago already, but that I was just not expecting. Fucking Immortal.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
Crazy.
no, some of the games that are in that collection is like, wow, they actually like they dug for that one.
Okay, so the following Sega Genesis games are confirmed for launch. They haven't said what's going to be expanded yet, but at launch we're gonna get Sonic 2 because of course,
Right.
Streets of Rage 2, Echo the Dolphin, and I'm super excited for this Castlevania Bloodlines.
Yeah, that has had I think the only other time that has been available stateside is the Castlevania collection that came out a little bit ago.
I owned Castlevania Bloodlines for Genesis as a kid, but then when we moved houses, the Sega and our Super Nintendo, along with all the games for both, got left in the basement and it got a ton of water damage. So I've been trying to get my hands on a cartridge for Castlevania Bloodlines, but since it's coming to the online, I'm super pumped to play it.
I must be thinking of a different one. There was one of the Castlevanias that yeah, it was The collection is the first time it's.
Oh yeah, isn't it Dracula X?
Might be the one I'm thinking of.
Um, so other Genesis games, we got Contra Hardcore. Never played that.
So any more Contra stuff, and I'm excited.
We got
Yay, Nintendo hard.
we got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
That has been on like every fucking thing they've done.
I know. I feel like that game gets re-released so fucking often.
It's been in multiple Sega Classics collections. It was one of the first ones on the old Wii Virtual Console.
It's just Puyo Puyo with a Sonic skin.
Sonic sells.
Yeah? Then we got Golden Axe,
Good one.
Gunstar Heroes, Musha, Fantasy Star 4, which I heard is amazing. Um,
Yeah, that's the big one there.
oh, really? I'm not familiar
Uh,
with Fantasy Star.
yeah, I think it's because that's another one that has had very limited release, and because of how highly praised it is. But I know
Mm.
that's the one I was seeing a lot of people react about.
Then we got Rise Star, Shining Force, Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, and Strider.
Finally getting some Strider games over here is good.
I'm unfamiliar with Strider.
My only real exposure to him was the Marvel vs. Capcom games,
Yeah.
and uh, I just know a lot of people always wanted his games to be ported over. So sounds like it's going to be a good thing that they're finally coming over.
They showed off
Um,
they're porting over the Shadowrun trilogy. So we're getting some classic CRPG action. I've never played Shadowrun.
are you talking like the Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
like the computer games?
Yep.
That part I missed.
Yeah, they're bringing the Shadowrun trilogy to the Switch.
Returns, Dragonfall Director's Cut, and the Hong Kong Extended Edition.
Nuts in it.
Nice.
All right. They announced the Castlevania Advance Collection.
Yeah, which has a couple of ones that again I think were hard to find. And I think that is actually already out.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. It's like $20.
Yeah, I believe uh that like dropped day of.
Oh, yeah, it did. It says available today as of whenever this article is written. But
And
yeah.
that one actually did drop on PlayStation as well.
Oh, yeah, it did. There was a lot of those that dropped also on PlayStation Store, but because it was a Nintendo Direct, they couldn't really say anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
which that has
that has Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, and Dracula X.
yeah.
Which pretty I want to play it so bad. I want to play all of these so bad. I still gotta actually get on because I have it for PS4. I need to go get on and play Symphony of the Night.
That one is so good.
I still have not played it, and I've had it for a while now.
I had it back on my Vita, or not Vita, PSP, when it got ported, and I wore that fucking disc out.
Gotta love it when you can do that.
Like the fucking casing around it for them UMDs started to crack, and it's like, oh fuck no.
Oh shit. Then was ActRaiser Renaissance.
ActRaiser was one people have been clamoring to get a re-release, and yeah, it's kind of an RTS and like side scroller, because you go between different like levels where you'll do battles in a side scroll level, but you're also cultivating the land of your kingdom outside of that.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at screenshots on Steam.
I'm not super familiar with it. I just know that it's another one of the ones that's like, oh shit, they're finally doing that.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, "Oh shit, it's ActRaiser,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "I don't know what that is." Deltarunes Chapter 1 and 2. If you haven't played those yet, what are you waiting for? Play them. They're great. I think
we
they're
did find out we found out the final DLC fighter will be revealed early next month.
yeah, that too. Um, I don't know who it's going to be, and I'm hesitant to make any kind of prediction because it
They
could be fucking anybody.
they probably did get a sale out of me for Mario Party Superstars, simply based on the fact that they are doing more boards.
Yes, Mario Party Superstars looks super fun.
And it's more like the older games as opposed to the new last few couple.
Super Mario Party was pretty good.
It is good because it kind of goes back to somewhat of the old formula,
I just wish the boards were a little larger.
or more of them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I'm leaning towards Superstars, is because it's like they're pulling several of the old N64 boards, a bunch of the games across all the different releases.
Oh yeah, isn't it like a best of?
Yeah, and that's kind of why I'm excited for it, because it's bringing all that up into modern, and I think they're gonna. Because like I'm reading some stuff on it. Yeah, the new classic boards are Woody Woods, Yoshi's Tropical Island, and Horrorland.
That sounds fun.
And then it's back to where it's everybody versus everybody, the free for all.
Oh, right.
And see, that's why I liked Super Mario Party, because you could do teams or free for all, and it wasn't like those few where it's like, oh, everybody shares a dice roll. What? This isn't Mario Party. But
Yeah.
speaking of old stuff coming back, the original KOTOR,
Oh yeah, Star Wars.
Knights of the Old Republic, coming to the Switch.
That would be cool because I've never played KOTOR.
I have, and you will want to play it. It's good. There's a reason it gets so much hype,
Yeah.
and why Sony fanboys were rubbing it in everybody's faces when the remake got announced for as a Sony exclusive.
Got you. So, you know what game looked really cool, like out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, that reminds me of a game I used to play a lot as a kid. Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Eh,
For the PC, I don't know how long ago. I mean, it was when I was a little kid, but we had Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver
gotcha.
for PC, and seeing footage of Hot Wheels Unleashed reminded me heavily of that, and I really want to play it. God, I wish I could find a working copy of like Stunt Track Driver. I could probably find it on like Abandonware or something, but man, I played the shit out of that as a kid. Oh, there's a Game Boy Color version.
We also have Yoko Taro's new weirdness.
And what would that be?
That's that voice of the cards.
Oh.
Everything is represented by cards on a tabletop. Shops, characters, towns, every damn thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like
Huh.
it's weird. But of course, it's Yoko Toro, so like that comes with the territory.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so for in the suggested search when you type in voice of cards, of course it gives you the game, but also the anime Bleach
Huh.
and characters in Bleach like Grimjow, Ulquiorra, Rukia. So we gotta talk.
Well,
We
no, we got one more game to mention, and it's the big one. Then we can go to that one.
Bayonetta 3?
Yes.
I'm
Bayonetta is coming back.
so excited.
Step on me, mommy.
She looks so good. Ugh. And I've been making this joke for several years, but more like Bayonetta. When did you pop in here?
Nick just didn't pop back out.
Nick?
That was bad and you should feel bad.
Can barely hear you.
I said that was bad and you should feel bad.
No, like you're super muffled, dude.
Yeah, I'm having to read through the things again. I got a new microphone, but like, I'm literally lying in my bed right now, so it's like, all the settings are for the new microphone and not for the default microphone. So, now I'm basically having to voice boost everything. What is it?
Well, you sound good now.
Yeah, I basically boosted everything up super high.
So we basically just ran down all of Nintendo Direct.
Except for the
Except for
Mario, baby!
The
Chris
Mario.
Pratt, baby!
that's what we're getting into now, the Mario movie casting.
Honestly, the one that hit me, oh god, I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. That's the one that fucking hit me hard, and I just started losing it. Like all the others, they make sense in terms of like animated movie funny casting, right? But then fucking Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Have you watched the Donkey Kong series?
Yes, it's great. And
That's why I think Seth Rogen will be perfect.
Seth Rogen can't sing.
He doesn't need to sing.
Yeah, but like in my mind, Donkey Kong as a series is synonymous with a beautiful fucking singing voice.
Yeah, but like I'm going attitude and character wise, Seth can pull that off perfect.
So, for anyone who might not be in the know, the cast is as follows: Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser,
Black as Bowser.
Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong, Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, Sebastian Maniscalco as Spike, and then surprise cameos from Charles Martinet, who's been voicing Mario for 30 plus years, but is not voicing Mario in the movie.
Well,
Yeah, that's
because
Hollywood.
like, well, also like, fucking, if we're being honest, I don't want to hear Charles Martinet's Mario talk in a complete sentence.
You know, you kind of got a point there because
Yeah.
it's going to be weird. Because to
Like-
me, complete sentence voice Mario is Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah.
If we have to go back to the Super Mario Super Show for that.
I'm one of the few people who unironically just enjoy the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, I like it.
Oh,
It's fun.
absolutely.
And like,
It's-
fucking.
You know what? I will concede that point. It may not be a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
It is
Yeah.
not a good video game movie. It is a decent to good cyberpunk movie. But that's about it.
Yeah.
It is, if anybody listening, because it is way too much to go into, look up the backstory on
Yeah,
the Super Mario Brothers movie
the
from
behind the scene,
'93.
the behind the scenes of all that is absolutely insane.
Fucking buck
Jesus
wild.
Christ, it is nuts.
Everyone on the scene is fucking drunk constantly.
Didn't they go through like something like 6 or 7 writers just during filming and like another 4 or 5 before?
I can't remember the details.
It was a lot of writers, and some of it during the filming.
Well, because Nintendo basically just handed off the reins to them and didn't do anything, and these guys, like a lot of the people involved, never made a movie before. And
Bob
just
Hoskins hated it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that sucks. I love you in it, Bob.
I keep seeing all these memes. Keep seeing all these memes that are like, "You guys better apologize to the 1993 movie right now." It's like, no, I will not.
No, well, not. This movie's going to be way better. Look, I've watched a lot of Illumination movies. I've watched most of the Despicable Me's. I've watched Minions, and I can sit there and say, like, as much as adults love to rag on it, they are, like, B fucking children's movies. They are standard kids fare, and that puts it, like, at above average. Also, like, all of the Illumination movies are okay movies.
Also, the animation is superb.
Yeah.
Like, as far as animation studios go, they've made the perfect choice.
Yeah, like, it's like, this is going to be, kids are going to fucking love this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what fucking Miyamoto wants.
Yeah.
So, like, good on them. Good choice.
Honestly, they're gonna get a bunch of hate watches, and you know it.
Oh, yeah, I've made it very clear. The casting, I think, is really stupid. I'm gonna watch the shit out of this movie.
I mean, I've watched movies I don't like. I went and watched fucking Emoji movies in theaters, but, like, this is like, no, fuck you. I'm excited. This seems fun. I want to see this.
I'm not expecting some big cinematic masterpiece. I'm expecting this to be a fun, grab a bag of popcorn, and just enjoy it movie.
I want to hear Seth Rogen say, ooh, banana. God damn it. Like,
all I'm saying is Bowser better have an epic guitar solo somewhere.
Oh, yeah, Bowser needs to have a song at some point. Fucking.
And there needs to be a Kyle Gass cameo as, I don't know.
Maybe one of the Koopalings.
Yeah. Like, you have Jack Black in there. If you're gonna have him sing, you gotta have Kyle show up just even for a quick, haha, it's Kyle.
And it's gotta look like Kyle.
Call it Tenacious B, Tenacious Bowser.
That's very good, Jace.
And
like it's Jack Black. You'll be able to ask his permission.
Kyle Gass playing Bowser Jr.
Yes,
there you go.
Perfect.
Now, that being said, I think we as a society need to get together and say, I'm sorry, Keegan Michael Key. You've had a bunch of shots. I don't think you're funny. Like,
see, I think he's funny.
I've watched a bunch of his movies now. Not because, like, I'm like, oh, I want to see his movies. Just like I just happen to have seen all of them that he's in, and it's just like,
I don't think he's a star power actor.
Yeah.
But he is a great just guy to have in there that you need to have some good comedic timing. Now,
yeah, I can agree with that, yeah.
Now, you want to go TV? He's great in the TV format.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Key and Peele was hilarious. And I don't know if anybody else remembers this. He hosted Planet's Funniest Animals on Animal Planet for a while.
I did not know that. I was going to bring up Mad TV.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
God, how old is Mad TV? They did 329 episodes?
Mad TV's like still going on, dude.
What?
Isn't it?
No.
No,
it was revived. It was revived briefly by the CW in 2016, but that was
it. Oh yeah, so I was like, I remember seeing it on fucking Cartoon Network. Not Cartoon Network, CW.
But
for like a while.
Yeah, it's just Mario movie's gonna be wild. I'm gonna watch it. I don't care.
It's gonna be great.
The last bit we kind of just skipped over it, but Splatoon 3.
I have never played either of the first Splatoons, so
Neither
I
have
don't really
I.
care.
I played Splatoon 1. It was super fucking fun. Like it's the best multiplayer game you could possibly play. Like it's
See, I'm
It's-
not a big multiplayer guy, so like it has no interest for me.
yeah. But its biggest problem is that it's like Splatoon. It's this cute, fun, cartoony game on Nintendo console. So like a lot of the people it would appeal to are like, oh no, I don't want to play that kid game, And like, oh, that's a shame because Splatoon is fucking dope.
That's one problem that Nintendo I don't think is ever going to get over.
Oh yeah, like Nintendo games are for kids.
Yeah, they're the kiddie console, and like they're
Which is a shame because if multiplayer dudes were to get on it, they would feel the same fun I feel when I get on and play like Splatoon 1 and 2
the thing
dominate the children.
they're not just a kiddie console. Like, yes, they're the ones that have the most kiddie games, but if you look through the library, they have some adult offerings too. And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's not even
fucking
adult.
Mad World from
I
the
was gonna
Wii.
say it's not even adult offerings. You take a look, and every single fucking video game, with the exception of like a couple, like Assassin's Creed and stuff, you'll see that like for the most part, Nintendo is the one that sets the trends on what types of games get made. Oh, here's Mario 64. Suddenly, everyone's making a 3D platformer. They show off like Mario Sunshine, and suddenly everything's like, oh, we gotta have like big single area things, fucking Mario Kart. And then suddenly, every time a new Mario Kart comes out, suddenly the games industry is flooded with fucking kart racing games. Everyone has tried their hand at a Smash Brothers game. Breath of the Wild happens, and suddenly there's a billion Breath of the Wild clones. Like,
right.
they
Genshin
fucking...
Impact, we're looking at you.
Genshin Impact, the only one I've played that I've been able to, like, even stomach. Oh man, I bought fucking Phoenix Rising because I was like, I heard this is like a Zelda, a Breath of the Wild clone, but like really good. And so I started playing it, and it is fucking not good.
Yeah, that's about what I've heard about that game.
Which one now?
Phoenix
I missed
Rising.
it.
Phoenix Rising. It'd be a lot better if it didn't have all of the Ubisoft shit all over it, so that I can't play the game for more than 10 minutes without being reminded how I should visit Ubisoft's fucking website and spend money on shit.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Otherwise, it's a very serviceable Breath of the Wild clone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like Greek mythology, it's pretty fun. Also, listening to Zeus and Prometheus bicker like an old married couple is hilarious.
That does sound very funny.
It is. Like I said, for me, the biggest turnoff was just like,
All
even
the
though
Ubisoft bullshit.
Yeah, even though it's a single player game, they market it like I open it up and I'm like, why is in this single player game there's all the same like design things and stores that are in like Genshin Impact, a fucking gacha game? This is like, I bought the game.
Yeah.
Spend more money.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
So, Nick, who do you think is going to be the last Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Fighter?
Fucking, I don't have any fucking idea.
That's about what Jason and I said.
I remember I listened to another podcast and they said that the best thing to think is it's going to be a character that's you're going to say, oh yeah, that makes sense.
But it's going to make 5 million people cry, though.
But so the chances of it being a third-party character are really low. But then again, who fucking knows? Maybe it could be Dante.
I know this is a bit of a topic change, but I'm just keeping up on Extreme Rules while we're talking.
Oh yeah, at the time of recording, WWE Extreme Rules is happening.
Cornette praised Omega.
I didn't want to bring his name onto this podcast, but
Neither did I, but like he's actually called the last like 3 shows great, called All Out amazing, and called Grand Slam fantastic top to bottom.
Yeah, but
Who the fuck is that? And what did he do with the curmudgeonly old bastard we all hate?
I was gonna say, like, it's Jim Cornette. Him saying that makes me think I'm not gonna watch those episodes. I'm not gonna watch those shows.
Like,
he has bad opinions on wrestling, and if he thinks a show's good, then it's probably some old school style bullshit that nobody likes.
Except it isn't.
yeah, except
That's
it's
the crazy
the opposite.
part.
Yeah,
It's full on modern shit. Like,
I don't know. Jim Cornette's having a weird like end of life.
There's my guess. There's my guess. That's AEW's next crossover. They're going with Nintendo. Kenny's the last fighter.
Kenny Omega's in Smash Brothers.
Tell me he wouldn't do it.
Oh, he absolutely would.
He and Xavier both would do it, and it'd be hilariously awesome.
So, on the topic of characters that should be in a game, what do y'all think should be in Chocobo GP?
Well, obviously Chocobo.
Well, yes, but I'm also thinking. I mentioned earlier. I mentioned earlier if I can't play as a Moogle, I'm going to be mad.
Oh, there's gonna be Moogles. There's like the problem is I see like half these people are like they got it right. Like if you half the people understand, all right, it's gonna be all characters from like the Chocobo series games. I mean, we already saw 2 of them. I forgot what the black mage's name is, but like the white mage's name is like Sarah or something like that, you know. And it's like, oh yeah, these people have been in Chocobo games. And then I see the dumbass people who are like, it's gonna be Cloud. I'm like, no, there's not. Cloud isn't in the Chocobo Racing series or the Chocobo like dungeon games.
Pretty sure they already showed Vivi though.
That's not Vivi. That's a black mage from the Chocobo dungeon games. If he's not just named Black Mage, he has a specific name. But like, it's the same with the White Mage chick.
I said Vivi because that's what I associate Black Mages with immediately is Vivi.
Yeah, but it's.
I didn't know the Chocobos had their own sub-series of games.
They did. There's like 2 Chocobo racing games, and then like 50 Chocobo dungeon games. Yeah, and nobody's played them.
I'm on Wikipedia right now. There is quite a bit.
Yeah, nobody's fucking played them.
Well, if you want to go by that, Cloud is in one of the Chocobo racings.
Yeah. But
and actually, people pulled screens, and I'm gonna post them in the chat right now.
I mean, if they do,
it looks like Steiner and Vivi are both confirmed.
Oh, that would be cool. That makes sense. In the trailer, we saw that there was like an Alexandria racetrack, and like they were using a remix of like a Final Fantasy IX theme.
Let's see, right there. That's confirming Vivi right out. And I don't know who else would have the rusty armor motif like that, other than Steiner.
Yeah. Honestly, I would prefer that. I'd prefer like, you know what? Let's keep all these jackasses out. Bring in everyone who doesn't get any fucking Final Fantasy love anymore.
I'd say stick to the ones that have the more cutesy side to them. So like Final Fantasy IX is fine.
Yeah.
Let me get Fran from Final Fantasy 12.
We already got a full 14. Literally gave you an entire race.
I know.
He's got a point.
I know. Listen, the more I can see Vieira, the more happy I'll be.
Fran is in 14. She's just there. She says like fucking apparently like Rabanastor is just like over the horizon.
Oh, I'm not that far in 14 yet.
It's one of the dungeons. It's
I'm
one of not the dungeon. It's one of the raid side quest things.
I'm only level 44, and I just got to the point where Sid is flying his Enterprise again.
Chocobo Grand Prix. Looks like fun.
It does look really
Great.
fun.
That fucking 3D Kirby game. Hell yeah. Sakurai's there really is gonna be no more fucking Smash Brothers because then Sakurai finished it and now he's working on his Kirby game.
You know,
I mean, I'm happy for a new Kirby.
You know, it brings me some hope that even after everything dies and fades away, we will always have Kirby. This is what? How many games that Kirby survived the apocalypse?
Kirby is like, you need to look up the Kirby lore. Kirby is literally like...
Kirby has beat the shit out of eldritch horrors.
Kirby is canonically like a being of like, it's like coalesced energy, you know? Like
yeah,
let's remember the original Kirby. You go from ha 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 cutesy 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 ha 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 ha. Now you are fighting the literal personification of fear and death.
Not original Kirby. Every single Kirby game, the final boss is some kind of apocalyptic. It's either like an apocalyptic galaxy level threat, or some kind of eldritch horror, or some kind of like being based on the consciousness of all of like fucking stars that have started. Like every single Kirby game has a final boss. It's some kind of fucking otherworldly bullshit.
Point is, you go from cutesy cutesy cutesy, tonal whiplash to straight nightmare fuel.
and he eats them every fucking time. Because Kirby's the goddamn Star Warrior.
And we love him.
He's the best. I think this is the only 3D Kirby game we've ever had, and that's fucking nuts.
That's very true. Jason and I also mentioned the Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis collections for Switch Online.
Yeah, about time.
I know.
I'll pay an extra $20, whatever. Sure.
I think they're only bumping it up to 15.
Honestly, I'd rather just pay for those. I don't use the SNES and NES ones all that often.
It's $20 for the year for the one right now.
Oh,
so I would think that probably jumped the year price up to probably $30 to $40.
Which still isn't anything. I pay more on fucking PS Plus.
Same.
Yeah, that's a monthly bullshit.
I do the $60 year one for PS Plus.
I just can't be fucked to remember every month to get another fucking card or whatever.
For me, it's just I set up just automatic payments and I've forgotten about it.
Well, to me, it's like, okay, it's like I bought a game that month. Free games throughout the year.
Yeah.
So, like, it pays for itself usually within the first couple of months of renewal.
So yeah, the two games for both of those collections I really want to play are Castlevania Bloodlines and Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. Me, it's like I've never played the Paper Mario games, so that'd be fun to get eventually.
Oh yeah, that would be. I've never played them either. I didn't grow up with a N64, so.
The original Paper Mario.
Yeah.
God, that brings back memories.
Aside from that, unless Nick wants to talk about anything that we talked about earlier.
I feel the same as everyone else on most things. Bayonetta 3, I'm like, yeah, Bayonetta 3, fucking... Oh, no release date? Fuck you, Platinum. God damn it, give me a fucking release. Oh boy, a fucking number that could be within a year or a year and a half. Like...
Good point.
And then it's like, all the other stuff's like, I don't play Mario Kart Racing, don't play your dumb golf game. Everything that looks cool. I cannot believe you are still giving me DLC for fucking Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
it's good to know.
Yeah, that one seemed weird.
Well, it's good to know that Nintendo decided to say fuck you to Zelda's anniversary. Thanks. Like, what do you get? What do we get? Do we get anything cool? Like a release of some of the older games? You get the one Zelda game that nobody likes and more of Hyrule Warriors. No, you don't get a frame rate patch.
Wait, wasn't Link's Awakening this year?
That was last year.
Was it
Yep.
already?
Yep. I would have preferred if they had just held off on Link's Awakening and had it come out this year and
No,
said,
wait,
like,
it wa-
it's for the anniversary.
It wasn't last year. It was September 20th, 2019.
2019, yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am kind of salty over no big Zelda thing because the Zelda series is arguably as iconic as the Mario series.
Well,
So
it's
at
this-
least throw us a little bit of a bone. We
Yeah.
get
It's this weird thing that not just Nintendo, everyone does. When, like, the anniversary of big anniversary comes up, every fan of the series says the same thing. Can we get, like, a collection of the older games? That would be really nice and fun. And then they go, no, we'll give you nothing. And it's like, cool. Unless you're Sega. Sega likes rolling out fucking Sonic Collection every fucking year. And I'm like,
Look,
well,
look,
thank you.
all I'm gonna say is nobody can hurt me more than Capcom. Because I'm a Mega Man Legends fan.
Dude, I'm a Mega Man Legends fan. I'm so angry that Mighty Number 9 sucked because he said he was going to be working on a Legends game next. Do you remember that one? The red Rust Ash, Red Ash, whatever the fuck it was?
No. Let's talk about how here's concept for 3. Here's all this shit for 3. All the fan base. Yeah.
Here's a fucking demo.
We're not
only
making
comes
it
out
because of
with-
lack of fan interest.
Doesn't
Have you
come
been watching the same forums we're in?
demo never comes out of Japan and only is out for like a month before they pull it. Nope, lack of interest.
No, we're not bitter over this at all or anything.
I do not envy being a Mega Man fan.
It's not great.
The
Even-
mainline
even-
Mega Mans are fine. We got fucked so hard on Mega Man Legends 3.
No, well, even those aren't fun anymore. Look, I like 9, 10, and like 11. You know, but it's like they got scared to do anything but they suck at making Mega Man games so hard that they had to make like old school Mega Man games for fans to finally be like, oh hey, yeah, I like these, and then they're like, oh, we'll just keep making more of them, and it's like, I mean, there's X, you could try that. There's 0, you know. You guys haven't really made any 3D Mega Man games. You can give a shot at that, you know.
I mean, that's what Mega Man Legends was.
And yeah, you know, it's like there's a lot you can do with Mega Man. You know, there's that Mega Man Maker kind of, well, it was like called Universe, but it seemed like it would be like a Mega Man Maker or kind of thing, you know. Mario Maker made a lot of money. Mega Man Maker can't be that fucking difficult, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, you have like fucking no, you're not gonna do nothing.
No, there's another series that hurt me because the latest one got canceled.
And before you touch on that, Mega Man Maker would be dope. I also think a Sonic the Hedgehog Maker would be dope. Continue.
Yeah.
The Legacy of Kain series.
Look, you just got look. So I gotta be real. I don't give a fuck about anything that doesn't involve Razio. But that being said,
we were supposed to get another one with the launch of the PS4.
Like, as a fan, you just gotta let that one go, man. It's just not. It's never gonna happen. That's one you just gotta like. You just gotta let it go into the ether.
There's actually rumors that they're going to be doing a remaster of the first.
Yeah, but you got
three.
I want you to remember that one fucking Nosgoth game had like 3 hours of a gameplay out, you know? And then it just disappeared.
The MMO or the That one actually, it actually fully released. It just wasn't popular.
No, I mean the one that I don't think it was the MMO. I think the one I don't know if it's the MMO. The one I saw that was just it showed a bunch of gameplay. It seemed like single player and a bunch of cutscenes, and it looked terrible. It had there was a bunch of humans running around, and I'm like, why are there a bunch of humans in a fucking Legacy of Kain game? Like they fucking, I don't like that.
Now, I will admit, if they do go back to that series, it is going to be very, very, very hard to replace Tony J.
Okay, it's not the reboot. The Guardian Code sucks, but the guy who voices Megabyte does a fucking great Tony J.
From Reboot?
Yeah, like the Guardian Code's terrible, but the guy who does the voice actually does a really, really solid voice. If they were to do the thing that they should do, which is just get someone who sounds like him, more than likely they're going to do what they always.
Because it was Tony J.
No, in the Guardian Code, the new reboot series from a few years ago, reboot the Guardian Code. It's not a good reboot of the reboot series. It sucks, but
I had never
Megabyte
heard of this.
but Megabyte is the villain again, and he's voiced by someone else, and it's not a terrible.
This is that dumbass fucking reboot. I blocked out all memory of this because of how dumb it was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that guy could do a decent.
Yeah. The problem is most of the time, whenever they need to whenever a voice actor for a major character dies and they redo the voice, most series, I don't know why, but they never try to get someone who sounds like them. They always just recast them as a fucking
Well, now that
dumb,
I think
big,
on it,
evil bad guy, It's
now that I think on it, doesn't Raziel kill that character?
Yeah, but if you're gonna do a remake, yeah, I mean Raziel doesn't kill him until the last one.
Oh no, it's before
games.
that.
No, because it's a.
I think you kill him at the end of the second Soul Reaver. Because I think there's at least 2 games where he's not around anymore.
Maybe. But
which would be Defiance and
want to say. Yeah, there's only 3. Soul Reaver 2, and Defiance.
Oh, I thought there was another one.
If you guys have been wondering why I've been silent this entire time, it's because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is a really cool game on the PS1. That's a sequel to Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, which is an okay game on the PS1.
Yeah, there's Blood Omen 1, which is kind of a buggy fucking mess.
And it's very 90s vampire fucking goth.
It's edgy as fuck and dark.
Black lipstick fucking Hot Topic shit. Yeah. And
Blood Omen 2 is actually fairly well praised and kind of starts setting everything apart from stereotypical vampire bullshit. That's when we get into Soul Reaver, which is the 3rd game.
And fucking dope as goddamn fuck.
Yeah, the whole thing is you have Nosgoth, which is the world they're living in. There is a lot of time travel fuckery in this game. But it's arguably the least confusing kind because it's all closed loop.
Yeah.
Things no matter what they do, things happen this way.
Yeah. You can tell that they got at least different writers, if not a different, full team for when they started doing Soul Reaver, because it's like a real nice split. I have never played Blood Omen 1 and 2, but like I played the fucking Soul Reaver games and I know exactly what the fuck's happening. Everything's laid out.
Look, they kind of go over a lot of that for in the background on Soul Reaver.
Yeah, and like it also just like it's fucking just a really solid fucking game. Despite it being like a really simplistic game at like heart, like it's just like a lot of block puzzle solving and really simple combat. But it's one of those games that like
the story carries it.
The atmosphere is fucking insane, and there's never been another fucking game like it.
I'll put those on my list of games to play eventually.
They are on Steam.
Oh, sweet.
Now, I will say this. Soul Reaver Run is just download an emulator and play it, because I bought it on Steam and I can't play it. Every time I load it up, the exe file breaks immediately.
Rip.
So, your best bet is just use an emulator, and then you could probably also make it look better because it's a PS1 game, so just put out some like smoothing and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The other thing with what I was saying is you have Kain, who is basically the head of all vampires at this point. Through Blood Omen 1 and 2, he's set himself up that way, and he is also, isn't he the keeper of the balance at that point?
Yeah.
When we get to Soul Reaver?
I believe so. No, because they explained in Soul Reaver 2 that like he in Blood Omen 2 he basically broke the balance. He was supposed to be, and then he went, fuck it, now I'm taking over.
Well, yeah, that still makes him keeper of the balance, but he's just ignoring his duty. And it's turned the world to absolute fucking shit. But where Soul Reaver gets interesting is Kain is really your only stereotypical vampire. The other vampires, it's been thousands of years, have evolved to like their specific settings.
Like, in like dope settings that you'd want him to. Like, one of them fucking stayed underground long enough, he just became like a giant spider monster. One of them fucking stayed in the water and became like a water monster. Fucking, it's like cool ass, like just like monster kind of shit.
But no, the thing is that they've been going through these evolutions for years, for centuries. And Kain has always been the first to evolve in the next cycle of evolutions.
This sounds wacky as shit.
What happens?
Honestly, dude, you don't have to remember any of this. The first Soul Reaver game, the beginning tells you everything we're saying, really. Like, the beginning just straight up, it's like a 2-minute cutscene, and it tells you everything we've told you. Like it's just like narration of like the main character you're playing, talking like, this is Nosgoth, Kain ruled it. It was the point, like every couple hundred years, some like Kain would evolve, and then we would evolve on him. But he's like, but I like the main character Raziel evolves before Kain does, and gets
he gets
set of
wings before Kain does, and then Kain casts him down. Yeah,
Kain gets pissed, breaks off his wings, and like kicks him into like an eternal pit of pain and torment. It's fucking dope.
Let me see if I can find you that opening one so you can watch it later.
Yeah, it's like literally like a 2-minute cutscene that sets up everything you need to know. And then throughout the story, anytime there's like context needed, it
is a 3.5 minute.
3.5 minute.
4 rather. If we're going the full thing with
with the Elder Squid. Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. That one has the company logos going in it too. That's why that one's that long.
All right, so let's just say we wrap this baby up. As I mentioned,
we can do that.
Yeah, Nick wasn't here for this, but I think you've seen my messages in the Discord. So yeah, this is hopefully the last recording session where I'm on a shit schedule. because all signs are pointing to I'm moving back to night shift next week. And next week is a game week because we'll have Jake available. Happy about that.
Cool.
Yeah. We can actually get back into playing the game proper.
Right.
I don't have to worry about making the sessions short as shit. Anyway, if you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Twitter at AmbiguousPod. We have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/AmbiguousPod. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. Search Moral Ambiguity Podcast. And yeah, that's about it. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.
Later.
See ya.